Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to specify binary and hex number in Python. So I'll be using the console for this purpose. So like we said, to specify a number in binary, we start with 0b and let's say 1011, and that's 11 like we calculated to be. And then to specify hex, we start with 0x and then it's 4267 in this case, and that's what we calculated it to be previously. Now, it's important to realize that it doesn't matter how we write these numbers, they are all numbers, or specifically it's an integer, right? So if I do the type of this, it's an int. If I do the type of this, it's also an int. It's just an int written in different notations. And now the next thing I want to show you is there's often a need to kind of convert a number into a string that is that's written in binary, or a string written in hex, or and the other way around. Okay, so let's do one first. So one of the things we can do is to in order to convert a number into a binary string, or so we can use a string formatting, and that is if you remember is how you 11 8, and the number we used to before for it's it 424267, so that would be in hex format 10ab. Now I've done this with a string dot format, and obviously you should be able to do this with a f string as well. So I would ask you to pause the video and try to do the same thing by using f string. All right, and so here is how you would do it using f string. Hopefully that's pretty straightforward. Now the problem with using string formatting is, not all of us remember colon pound b and colon pound x, right? Which is not exactly intuitive. So as a matter of fact, there is an even easier way to do this, which is by using the Boolean function bin, which if you feed it a number, it will return you the string that is the binary representation of that number. And for hex, I think you guessed it, you just say hex, and that gives you again a string. Remember, it's a string. That's the hex representation of the number. Now, what about the other way around? That given a string that may look like a binary number or a hex number, can we convert that into an integer? Well, yes, we can do that, and by literally constructing an integer and give it a string. However, we normally convert decimal number into an integer, well, a string that represents a decimal number into an integer this way. So in this case, we have to use a different base, and it will be base 16. So that's that. And as a matter of fact, 0x is optional. You can take that out and it'll still work. Same thing if you want to convert a binary number. And in this case, we just change the base to 2. And there's that. And again, 0b is optional. You can take it out and it will still work as long as the base is correct.